So, welcome to our show. There's this guy who Harold Turner does these interviews in Manhattan, and he always begins by having a little chatter as the credits are going up. And he goes, "Oh, welcome to our show." You know, like you walked in and you didn't know you were there.
On Christmas Eve, Bob brought parapets into our dialogue, and I asked him if we could discuss chemical body pets the next morning. The next morning, our next-door neighbors discovered a box with a red ribbon and a note on it. In the box was a puppy. The note said, "I'm an 8-week-old golden retriever. I have no shots. Very sweet, and Merry Christmas." So as synchronicity would have it, the dog invaded Christmas morning's discussion of parapets.
So in this month's Vanity Fair magazine, there's an article about how Steve Jobs is running the world through his latest inventions like the iPhone and everything. But there's some other guys who are going to erase him very quickly. Mm-hmm. And the main principle is the customers will buy something, they need software that will allow them to steal everything. Everything has to be free. Like you remember the file sharing of MP3s and music and all that? Well, it's got so exaggerated that the population will not buy anything unless it means they can steal it, get anything they want for free.
So they're going to have to buy the new hardware, and that's where they get their money?
Yeah, it'll give them freer and freer. The amazing anarchy in the digital industry, like every new company to get ahead has to offer a gadget that allows you to steal more from everything and be real convenient. And so it's software communism. Nobody really can own anything for very long because the idea is to allow it to be shared. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, these little things get smaller and smaller, these gadgets, all right? You following this?
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay.
They have to get smaller and smaller.
Right, they get smaller and smaller. And the article says basically they're pets.
They're pets.
The journalist is saying that these little technologies are more and more like a pet. And now Google they're saying, okay, we won't charge anybody for anything. That's their new strategy. We ain't going to charge anybody for anything. You're going to have everything for free. And somehow they get money for that. Or they get into the position of authority and they control the advertising or something because they'll have to figure out how to put ads in the middle of that chaos. Yeah. So that's the game. It's a very interesting article. And the whole fake is that the advertisers are going on the principle that people, if they see an ad, they're kind of hypnotized by it, but nobody's hypnotized by media anymore. There's not enough attention span. The ads don't really run the market anymore.
But they think they do still enough to put
the money
in.
Well, to keep their jobs. They have to pretend they're doing something.
Oh, I see.
To look busy. That's what's going on. We're all looking busy because we're in the electronic second coming, right? Everything is free. Find the best shoe to chew. Checking out everybody's shoe.
Look at this guy.
Well, here you go. Bob Buddha's shoe. This is the best shoe to chew.
This is why he's worshiping Bob. No, you didn't get it. He'll be back.
Oh, okay. He's back for more. Yeah. Take a break for a minute. Come back.
He was like prone.
It's so user-friendly, so convenient. No effort. You just press a button and the whole world's there, right? 40 years ago, it was a little white thing.
I don't read cartoons.
Yeah, I heard about it. I don't read cartoons either, but I like cartoons. No time to read them. But the shmoo would become whatever you wanted. It would be. If you want a steak, it would become a steak, and you'd eat it.
Okay. Oh.
And so it's a good metaphor. McLuhan wrote about it in Understand Media. He says our technology is approaching shmoo-like qualities. Anything will convert or be substitutable for anything else. Even in economic terms, anything can be a substitute for anything else. And then the insurance of anything. Lloyd's insures people's reputations and blah, 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 everything.
They're false breasts, whatever.
Yeah, right. So the convertibility is like a shmoo. It'll be anything you want. And so technology has gotten more and more like that. So that I got this little thing. What do you call those little small sticks?
Memory stick.
Memory stick. You got a little one, right? And, you've got it. I want movie, it becomes movie. I want newspaper, it becomes I want conversation, I want texting. It's all there, right? Mm-hmm. It can be anything. So the pet quality is interesting. Now, McLuhan I always like to refer to McLuhan to begin because people don't even know what he said, and it's good to know what he said and then bounce off your agreement or disagreement with it, or what else you can do. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily, I'm not saying McLuhan is the be-all and end-all, but he had such a new, unique, original, and wrapping up of the whole Western tradition of pseudo-Dionysius that it's a good jumping off platform. Okay, so McLuhan said once that pets were extensions of people. So since people like pets and always like to play with animals or have a nice relationship with them, put them on like cavemen, they were so terrified of animals, they would put on their furs and costumes and become the animal to kind of get used to the fear of it or to overcome it. You know what I mean? There's the original put-on, literal put-on, whereas I'm an animal, look at me, I'm an antelope. You know, the other cavemen says, here, you know, fucking animal. Oh, yeah, they, whoa!
Yeah, and in the spirit of put on there, they are trying to trick the animal.
Yeah, they're trying to work with it. It's an environment. Like, how do we juggle the surf this fucking thing? It's going to bite us and kill us and eat us. We got to get there first. So then they appease the animal collectivity meme, they call the spirit or something, right? And or whatever the word was. So the pet thing is the archetypal, really, all media are pets. And they have evolved to pets. That's why about me ecology, I once had the phrase on CKLN, new media come and go real fast. So I said it's new animals waving goodbye. They show up and they're going to say goodbye pretty quickly, you know, because something else is invented.
Like any piece of hardware.
That's right. And the hardware phase was slower. Software makes it faster. Now there's no hardware. There's a little bit of the hardware. Actually, you know, you look at car styles. The cars, they change very slowly.
Oh, boy,
you know what I mean? Yeah. They're not even going to get to different kind of fuel. They just say, hey, look, we changed the dashboard.
Yeah,
you know.
Right. They've been doing that.
Yeah, for 50 years.
They got air-powered cars in India.
They got everything everywhere else up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All we got is the digital Android beam, which is the best vehicle to have. We've got the best. We've always got the best software. But for physical body stuff, no, other people got it
So
better.
we just don't need to take our physical body anyplace. We just sit in front of our computer
That's right. Oh, it sits inside us.
inside of us.
Yeah, so you're thinking, I sit in front. No, you don't sit in front of it. It ain't anywheres. You just have a relationship to it. That's the chip body. You can't visualize the landscape. But you take New York as one of the headquarters, so as LA is, of the Android meme. New York, hardware-wise, is a fucking basket case. You go in the subway in New York, and then go to the subway to Toronto or anywhere else, or even go to Tucson or someplace. I don't know if they have subway, but you go to some little dinky place, they got beautiful subways. Beautiful subways.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the third world is developing the hardware and replenishing it while the digital economy moves into inner outer space.